I've got 11 colognes for you guys that will get you women's compliments. I've got some niche, some designer, some oldies but goodies, and some newer fragrances. The first one, it is this absolute amazing fragrance. It's Celebs Wood from Mizensir. This fragrance, I have tried to link it a couple of times. It sells out really, really fast, and for a good reason. This is so good. This is rich rum, apples, cinnamon. It's boozy, it's long lasting, it smells delicious. Absolutely delicious. This fragrance is hard to get, so that's a plus for it, because you'll smell somewhat unique and you'll be like, oh, I've got, you know, I'm smelling like Mizensir Celebs Wood, and people will be like, I've never heard of that. So that is the good point of this fragrance. But the best thing is in the juice. It's really amazing projection, longevity, and like this is a fragrance to die for. I'm absolutely obsessed with it. Next fragrance that I personally have given compliments for, and I adore this. I'm many men in where I live, like in the surrounding areas, wear this scent, and I adore it. I love it to death. And it is Allure Homme Extrême. I have actually smelled this more than Bleu de Chanel, but this scent, maybe like I can smell it more when it's on somebody, and it just projects more in the air. I don't know what it is, but it's got this incredible sporty sex appeal. It's creamy, clean. It's got mint and mandarin and sandalwood. This is your really fresh scent that isn't your typical freshie. It's more of this like creamy, cooling, minty scent. It's absolutely amazing. This reminds me of south of France and a guy wearing a linen shirt. It's absolutely great. And I know many of you say, oh, it doesn't project, it doesn't last. Let me tell you, it does. Like, we women can smell it. We can totally smell it. This is a scent that maybe on guys, like they become anosmic to it, but men, the amount of times I have smelled this really strong, like on a guy on the train, like I've walked behind a guy who smelled like this, and my husband, when he wears it, it really projects off of his skin and I can just smell him for hours. So that's what it is. Next up, we've got another amazing scent that you will get compliments for. It's really unique and fun, and it is Enigma Parfum Cologne from Roja Parfums. This scent is totally worth the hype. I don't know if it is that hyped anymore, but when I started this channel, this scent was all the rage. It's called Creation E in the US, not Enigma, but it's the same exact scent. They just couldn't make the same name because of some copyright issues. That's what I know from Roja in the US. But yeah, this scent is killer. It is Coca-Cola, just fizziness at the top. It's light, like that caramel hit you get from Coca-Cola. It's a bit leathery and really like manly, like the dry down, that leatheriness. It's amazing. It's potent. It gives you huge projection, huge scent cloud, and it is literally unlike anything you have ever smelled. This is a fragrance that you buy and you just wear for fun, and people will notice this. I promise you, they will notice it in a really great way. Absolutely obsessed with this scent. It's innovative and it's just fun and a good time. Like, if you want to smell like a good time, this is your pick. Another amazing scent designer is Spicebomb Viktor&Rolf Extrême. This scent and the infrared are my favorites, and they are killer. They are just, the DNA of the scent profile is just so damn sexy. It's moody, it's deep, it's sensual. The tobacco is creamy, the spices are there. It's just an amazing scent. But the issue is with a bit of like projection and longevity. It's okay, but it's not amazing in the Extrême version. Maybe it has changed now because they changed the formulation, but overspray that one and you'll just smell amazing. Another designer pick that I absolutely love is the Scandale from Jean Gaultier. This is the Le Parfum version. It's so This is a potent scent. So again, a strong one, but I think if you want compliments from women, you need to be smelled. That is like number one requirement. And this scent, it's just rich. It's got the hit of sandalwood that smells very coconutty in this fragrance, but not as coconutty as in the Eau de Parfum. It's got this density and darkness to it, which I find really enticing and inviting. And I can smell a little bit of iris in here as well, which gives us this cocooning, almost like you want to hug a guy who smells like this feel. So if you want a fragrance for like Netflix and chill, spray a little bit, maybe less of it. Or if you want an intense, really like attention grabbing fragrance that will cut through loads of smells in the same room. You know, if you're going out somewhere and there's loads of fragrances that are going to be around, this is a really good pick because it's just really strong, but it's not off-puttingly strong. That's the key. Next up is a by Kilian fragrance, and it's Angel's Share. This scent, I believe it's like number one fragrance at the moment, especially on Fragrantica. Like it's always on number one spot. So this just goes to show you, like, it's a fragrance that people are absolutely obsessed with. It's a strong, boozy fragrance that is full of like cinnamon, spices. It basically smells like an apple pie with some cinnamon, a bit of maybe nutmeg in there, and served with like a bit of rum on the side. You know, it's absolutely just yummy. It's edible.
So good.
It's what I wanted Amber Nargi from Hermes to be. It's that, but really amped up, if you know that fragrance from Hermes. So this one, if you love like moody, boozy, those fragrances that almost smell like you're like in a gentleman's lounge and you're just sitting there sipping your whiskey, that is the fragrance for you. It's very addictive. Next up, we can't make it this video without this one, because this Sauvage Dior Eau de Toilette is a fragrance I personally adore. I've got so many fragrances here in this room, but this is such a good scent. And every time we do like one of those public polls, we go out and ask women to say which fragrance is better. We often put this one and another one side by side, and women absolutely still adore this scent, love it. They find it super sexy. You can't go wrong with this one unless you really overspray it. I think then it might be a problem, because women often say that this fragrance can be off-putting if oversprayed, because this is really strong. This is the Eau de Toilette, but it is hyper strong. Don't be fooled. So yeah, a really manly, everyday sort of a scent. Somebody was laughing at me in the comments that I said manly and that it isn't a word. I have to check that. Next up, we've got molecule fragrances. And molecule fragrances, if you're somebody a bit more maybe creative, you like your niche fragrances, these are great freshies, especially the M Plus Mandarin especially, and I love the patchouli as well. But this one I would say is a bit more like you have to love patchouli to wear this. The Mandarin one is amazing. It's the Escentric Molecules Molecule 01 plus Mandarin fragrance. This will get you crazy compliments. It's very simple. It's a Mandarin freshie that will last forever and projects really, really well. And it's not like a boring like cleaning Mandarin scent. No, it smells really attractive. It's got this creamy skin-like scent to it. It's absolutely amazing, especially if you live in a hot climate, if you're doing any sports outside. This fragrance will 100% get you compliments, and it's different. It's not a typical freshie, and I guarantee you probably not a lot of people in your city are wearing that fragrance, so that's another plus. You won't smell like somebody's ex. This will really be like your first impression with a fragrance. It's really amazing, and you can get it at a good price as well. Sometimes they're on sale, and yeah, they're just basically like a niche fragrance but on a lower budget. We of course have to mention also Bleu de Chanel, killer woman, killer fragrance. 100% success rate, I would say, with this fragrance. It's just amazing. Okay, I swoon over it. Women swoon over it. It's just, I'm speechless every time I smell it. My favorite is the Parfum at the moment, but I also love the Eau de Parfum. It smells quite similar, but if you want a bit more depth and a longer dry down, like the longevity on the skin, this one is amazing. The dry down killer on this fragrance. Eau de Parfum projects really nicely and it's long lasting as well, so pick your favorite. But man, is it good. Citruses, woodiness, a bit of smokiness. A recipe for the best fragrance in the world, literally, for men. Amazing. Every guy out there should own this fragrance if they can. Like, if you can, you have got no excuse. This will change your life. Next up, we've got a cheapie but a goodie fragrance that I can't believe how cheap it is. It's so affordable. It's always on sale. You can always get it at discounters. I'll link it at discounters down below. Please don't buy it full price ever, because it's always a discount. It's Versace Parfum. I love this fragrance. It's a shower fresh fragrance. If you're somebody on a budget, even if you're not on a budget, to be honest, this scent, I would probably pick this scent over a lot of niche fragrances in my collection if I was blind testing them. This is just such a good, sexy scent. Just aquatic, gorgeous, super manly. Here we go again with this word. Amazing scent. You just have to reapply it because it doesn't have huge longevity, but for the price, for the scent you get, you shouldn't care. You should just pop it in your bag or go back to your room a couple times a day to reapply it. It's so good. In my opinion, this is better than Bleu. So much better, so much more attractive smelling. And another cologne that I am obsessed with, and you will get compliments for this one. This scent profile is the perfect scent profile if you're going on a holiday, like a tropical holiday, or you live in that climate, or maybe you're just at work but you literally want to smell like you're on the beach somewhere. This is that sort of fragrance and it's so good. It's Curacao Bay from Jacques Fath. I've got a huge bottle of this, quite a bit of it's gone. Amazing magnetic cap. And the scent, this is definition of perfection. This is like you took Crete's Virgin Island water but made it more spicy. You threw in some Tom Ford Soleil Blanc in there. It's creamy, it's coconutty, it's super fresh, spicy. It's quite long lasting for this sort of scent profile. It's more long lasting than Tom Ford Soleil Blanc, and it will give you a solid, I would say, depending on the weather, but 6 hours. That is quite good for this sort of scent profile. A nice projection. This is damn sexy. Smells like a very expensive hotel in France, like Eden Rock, or somewhere like Cap Ferrat, somewhere like that. It smells like sea, salty, spicy, just goodness. It's so damn good. Let me know in the comments what kind of fragrances you got compliments for, and I'll link all of the fragrances in the description as well as samples for them if you want to sample any of them, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.